great introduction. You read it just like I wrote it for you last night. Well, let's start with some good news. Here in California, here in Los Angeles County, our crime rate is, as Chief Warren indicated, at a 60-year low. Across the board, Part 1 crimes, 60-year low, unprecedented, and that is very, very good news. A lot. And hold your applause because bad news is coming. A lot of that good news, that low crime rate, is attributable to an excellent criminal justice system with good relationships between private sector, law enforcement, prosecutors, and others, and a commitment by the state of California to do its core mission, which is to incarcerate people who should be incarcerated and protect the public at large. Well, that's been abandoned. And I want to give you the bad news. Society is going to experience the greatest spike in crime in our lifetime. It's easily predictable. We're already measuring it. Just over the last 4 months, we had reports in from various cities in Los Angeles County. We've got 46 municipal police agencies. They are tracking this. The spikes in crime are very significant. Why? AB 109, so-called realignment. This is a predictable public safety disaster. And you, the people here, and others like you, in the private sector, security, frontline law enforcement, are going to be on the front lines battling against a greatly increased criminal element. What is AB 109? It basically says the following. If you're convicted of a felony that is listed in the penal code as not being serious, not being violent, not being a registered sex offense, then when the judge makes a determination you should go to state prison and says, I deny you probation, I'm sentencing you to state prison, you are not going to state prison. You are not going to state prison. You will serve your time, whatever that means, at the county level. And it probably won't be in county jail because they're already filled up under a consent decree, early releasing. So how are you going to spend your time? You recently convicted and sentenced to state prison person. You are going to do it on some sort of alternative form of custody, which does not involve incarceration necessarily. In other words, they're going to be out. Let's talk about some numbers. First of all, parole, as we know it in California, no longer exists. It's been functionally eviscerated. So that post-conviction, post-incarceration, post-sentence status of parole, that great tool law enforcement had, is pretty much gone. What I'm really concerned about, and Dennis alluded to the numbers, I'm really concerned about those individuals where a judge, going through the sentencing rules for Superior Court judges, determines that someone is not probatable. They should not be given probation. They should go to state prison for X amount of time, 16 months, 6 years, 16 years, and they say, I'm denying you probation, you're going to state prison. Our numbers, according to our analysis, indicate that 8,000 individuals would have gone to prison, but for AB 109 are not going to go to prison. They're going to be among us, committing crimes, people that should be in prison. So get ready. Get ready for moving away from the 60-year low in our crime rate to probably the biggest challenge in terms of public safety challenges we've experienced in our lifetime. Which brings us back to why you're here today. More than ever, you're going to have to hone your skills, develop relationships, network with one another, develop new approaches, better approaches in terms of how you're going to handle this influx of criminals who are not under any effective control mechanisms. So that's my word of warning. That's my bad news. but I still want to wish you well, have a good conference, maximize this experience so you can do your job, working together and face this incredible, historic challenge.